Hi, I'm Kathy Martin. I'm one of the Global Mindfulness Practitioners at IBM. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about managing emotions and also share a practice with you at the end to help you do that. So let's start. Research has told us that there's about 150 emotions that we may feel at any given time. And Brene Brown, in her book, Atlas of the Heart, talks about 87 of them. So regardless of the number, there are a lot, and there's a lot to manage, and it flows through us all day long. And we have to also remember that we feel our emotions in our body often before our mind starts registering that something's happening, particularly the negative ones. And we don't always recognize that shift. And you may feel that you have a nervous stomach, or maybe your shoulders are up high or tense. Maybe your back is tense. Maybe you get pressure in your head. Whatever your personal symptoms are from negative emotions, that's very important to be aware of. And once you are, then you can begin naming it and recognizing what is actually happening. And once you are able to name some of those emotions that you may be feeling at any given time or what's even underneath it, it's so freeing. It's just one of those things that actually have been studied. And studies have shown when they visualize the brain, when people are actually going through an emotional state like anxiety, and then they actually name it, there's something that changes. The activity actually begins to slow down in the brain that was causing that to happen to begin with. And what's really interesting to think is that we can do that. We can give ourselves that break. Name it to tame it. It's another practice. It's a very simple one you can do. When you go throughout your day, you can kind of say, what am I feeling? Am I feeling negative, positive, neutral, whatever, especially with those negative ones. See if you can start naming it and see how that might disarm some of that information. It's also important the words we use around it. We often say, I am angry. I am afraid. But that keeps us very connected to that emotion. But what's helpful, I offer this to you, is think of, I feel angry. I feel afraid. And then it begins to be just a thought that can be thought of as temporary and something you can manage. So, and our tendency is also to try to avoid some of the negativity that goes on around those emotions. We try to push it away. We turn away from it often. Sometimes we numb it. Sometimes we eat a lot. Sometimes we don't do all the things that could actually help us manage whatever we're feeling. So I'd like to offer you a way to gently turn toward it. So please find a comfortable place to rest, close your eyes, or have a gentle gaze downward. And this practice is called turning toward little difficulties. So let's take one cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose deeply. Fill the lungs up as much as you can. Open the mouth, let the air out very slowly. And now think of something that is moderately difficult that either you are going through now or have gone through. And try to keep it very, very small. Okay, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. This is just a practice so we can get to understand what to do. And notice where you feel that in your body. Notice how you may want to push away that feeling or otherwise soothe it somehow. And notice how you may even deny it was there. Oh, no, that doesn't bother me anymore. So capture whatever that little difficulty is that we want to do. Now let's turn toward it and name it. I feel, fill in the blank. How do you feel? And just define it. You almost discharge it sometimes that way. Now invite yourself to think of a very comforting figure for you, something full of compassion and strength. Maybe it's a cloud that just envelops you and you feel very cozy and warm. Maybe it's a large grandmotherly image of some sort. Anything that helps you feel loved and accepted. Now imagine that figure is holding you and wrapping you in a warm blanket. It's a blanket of love, a blanket of acceptance, and a blanket of security. Now turn fully towards your difficulty. Face your difficulty head on. Now don't be scared. You don't have to be scared here. So feel this wise being enveloping you, speaking kindly to you. It will be okay. You are okay. You are loved. You are not alone. We will get through this together. Say that to yourself over and over, as many times as you need, until your mind and your body can be soothed and slow down from whatever that negative emotion is. Now think to yourself, all I need is within me. All I need comes to me. Let's take one more deep breath in through the nose, very deeply. Open the mouth, exhale through the mouth very slowly, and return to your natural breath. And flutter your eyes open and see how you feel. And the more you train your mind to acknowledge and name whatever the difficulty is, it may then be discharged like that and feel less challenging. And then your brain, with this exercise, can begin communicating to your nervous system so you can relax and you can move on and switch off to the other 149 emotions that you may want to feel. Hopefully they're all positive. So thank you for sharing this practice with me. I hope this works for you. Please try it, and I'll see you real soon. Thank you.